Welcome to this practice where we will explore the elements inside of our bodies as we rest in a space of openness. So please, to begin, find a comfortable seated position or laying on your back. Noticing the quality of air and wind moving through your body in the formlessness of breath. Aware of the whole of the thoracic cylinder expanding and contracting as you breathe. Sense the movement of air passing through your nostrils. And at the same time, begin to tune into the sense of space behind your nostrils in the center of the skull, center of the throat, center of your chest perhaps. And take a moment to also explore how deep can you breathe. How much can your chest, your abdomen expand as you breathe in? And how much can it contract and squeeze as you breathe fully out? Even applying a little bit of force at the end of the exhalation so the last bits of air can be squeezed out before you breathe in again. Now begin to sense all of the texture and information that your exhalation gives at the nostril space. In the nostril cavities and underneath the nostrils, above the upper lip. Are you able to sense the temperature of your exhalation? A sense of warmth, perhaps. And are you able to enhance this warmth by breathing with a bit more power, with a bit more intention? Sensing, feeling, and connecting to the quality of heat and fire inside your body. And now bringing your whole attention to your physical body. Noticing the weight of your whole body or particular parts of the body that feel more heavy on the floor. Notice any parts in you where you can get a felt sense of the physical form. Where is your weight more predominant? And can you also allow these to be the reminder of your roots, of your connectedness to the earth that holds you, and also to the sense of gravity that pulls you down? Now begin to pay attention to the fluidity of your breath, the representation of the water element in your circulation, in the movement of your blood and lymph as it runs through the rivers inside your body. And even the quality of water in the form of tears or sweat, anything that is present. Connecting to each one of the elements inside you as you simply be. Now please ask yourself, what is the element that best represents you? The fluidity of water, the stability of the earth, the fierceness of fire, or the lightness and limitless of air? Which out of these is the one that least represents you? Please begin to bring your hands towards the center of your chest in Anjali Mudra. And my invitation for you today is to set the intention to embody the element that is most absent in you. The one that you least experience in your life. Begin to rub the palms against each other and create heat in your palms. Place the palms like cups over the eyes. Take a clearing breath out through the mouth. Open up the eyes in the darkness of your hands. Spread the fingers. Place the hands. And let's begin by sending the palms towards each other, and then the thumbs get close together as we begin to circle the hands and the wrists. So we're going to do around 3 more cycles of these circular motions with the hands to get them ready for the practice. And then we reverse. We will now begin to send the shoulders forward, and as you do, the shoulder blades draw away from each other. And then send the shoulders up towards the ears and back. So now the shoulder blades retract, they squeeze in and then down. And do so a couple of times. You can even close your eyes to do this. Your hands are soft. And the movement is coming from the shoulders, and there will be other parts of the body that might want to get involved, but concentrate as much as you can in the shoulder area and the shoulder blade area. And now reverse that, so taking the shoulders back, shoulder blades squeeze, then shoulders up and forward, shoulder blades protract. And one last time. And then we will begin to move towards an all-fours position, or also called tabletop. And here you can place your wrist underneath the shoulders, the knees right underneath the hips or so. And here we are going to try to replicate what you did with the shoulders. So first, let the shoulder blades hang, and then roll the shoulders down and forward as the hands naturally press the floor away, and then shoulders towards the ears and back, and pressing the floor away as the shoulder blades create a lot of space between each other, and last time towards the ears and back. Shoulder blades are now squeezing. Now, can you reverse that by squeezing the shoulder blades as the shoulders draw down away from the ears, and then shoulders towards the ears as you press the floor away, and then back down, back, shoulder blades squeeze, shoulders towards the ears, pressing the floor away as you draw the shoulders away, and last one cycle. So this is similar to cat and cow, but the movement is initiated by the shoulders, while the toes are slightly getting a stretch as well. And now do your natural cow and cat position. So as you inhale, the shoulder blades squeeze, the chin can move slightly forward as you gaze forward, lifting the sitting bones towards the sky and back. And as you exhale, start from the chin, bring the chin in, begin to press the floor away, shoulder blades broadening, and then allow the upper back, middle back, lower back to round, the tailbone moves slightly in. And take a few breaths like that. When you inhale, there is an expansion of the chest, a back bend and an arch in the spine. And as you exhale, begin to invite the rounding of the spine, the flexion of the spine, pushing the floor away, tailbone in. And just one more time. Exhale. Now begin to find a neutral position in the spine. And now we will extend the left arm forward and the right leg back. So here, see if you can maintain a neutral position in the spine. Left arm is alongside the ear. As you exhale, make a fist with the left hand. Bring the left elbow towards the right knee and press the floor away as you let your spine flex and round. As you inhale, reach away with the leg and the arm. And as you exhale, hug back in. Just one more time. As you inhale, extending left arm forward, right leg back. Even press through the center of the right heel back. And as you exhale, coil in. As you inhale, re-extend. As you exhale, imagine that you're drawing a horizon with the left arm. So slide the fingers all the way back. And as you reach back, begin to bend the back knee. And either reach towards the foot, this is a more active version, or you can reach for the shin or the foot. So now here, see if you can press the center of the back heel upwards and let these broaden your collarbones. Take one full deep breath here. As you exhale, begin to release the foot if you're grabbing the foot. Place the hand down. Extend the right foot back. And as you exhale, press the right heel towards the floor as you lean slightly back. As you inhale, bring the weight onto the back toes of the right foot and lean slightly forward. And as you exhale, take the weight back, pressing through the back heel. Just one more time. As you inhale, forward, shift forward. And as you exhale, take it back. Return into a neutral position in the spine, shoulders above the wrist. As you exhale, let the right heel drop onto the left side, slide the left foot out to the left, and as you inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, reach the arm alongside the ear and begin to lengthen through the side of the body as you lift the right leg up. Maybe you can look at your right foot and see if you can create a stronger line from the right heel to the right hip, from the right hip to right armpit, and right armpit to right fingertips. Take one big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Draw a horizon with the right arm in front of you. Begin to bend the back knee, grab the back foot, or reach towards it. Inhale to expand through the chest as the foot reaches back. Maybe the gaze can go up. If the neck gets tired, you can just take your gaze down. Take 2 breaths here. Breathing with sound can be really helpful to keep the body warm, stay concentrated. As you next inhale, begin to release the foot, stretch, lengthen the arm, the leg. As you exhale, let the right foot come back down towards the mat. Take your gaze down, right hand down. Left foot returns onto the mat to face towards the back. And then right knee goes down. Let's do the other side. As you inhale, extend your right arm and left leg back. Lengthen and reach away. As you exhale, quietly and really push the floor away from you. As you round, inhale to extend, reaching away, far, far back. And as you exhale, hug in. One more time, inhale, extend. As you exhale, slide the fingers all the way back, bend the back knee, reach towards the foot or grab the shin or the foot. Inhale to create space in your heart. Take a couple of breaths here as the right shoulder moves away from the ear. As you next inhale, begin to let go of the foot, reach the arm forward. Right hand goes down, tuck the back toes. And let's do the other side. So left heel in, right foot slides away. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. As you exhale, left fingertips reach up in the same direction as the crown of the head. Left leg rises so you can gaze towards it. See if you can maintain it in a stuck position. So all in one line. And then draw a horizon with your left fingertips, reach back, bend back knee, grabbing the foot or reaching towards it, pressing the right hand away, either taking the gaze up or down depending on how it feels best for you. Left toes can be pointing away or they can be dorsiflex. Choose one that feels like the most appropriate for you today. And then begin to take the gaze down towards the floor. Let go of the foot. Place the left toes on the floor. Left hand goes down. Let your right toes face the back of the mat as you slide the foot back. Send the knees down. Tuck the toes. Press the hands down and forward as your sitting bones start to create some traction as they move back. Now keep the knees bent, but begin to press with the toes of the feet and lift the knees slightly as you send your chest towards the thighs and lift the seat bones higher. So here you're in an extension of the spine. You're opening up the chest. And then begin to ease the heels down. They don't need to go all the way down. Walk your dog if you need. Pressing one heel down at a time or micro-bending the knees and concentrating on pressing the hands down as you squeeze the palms and push the floor away. And then soften the legs, soften the knees, begin to walk the feet forward. One foot at a time, slow, there is no rush. Eventually the fingertips might need to come up to the mat. Hands to the shins, take a big inhale. Lengthen your spine into a halfway lift. And as you exhale, begin to fold. There is ease in the movement, crown of the head down. Knees can always be micro bent. As you inhale, rise all the way up. And as you exhale, bring the palms towards your heart. As you inhale, begin to reach the arms all the way up. So get really tall here. As you exhale, let the fingertips face each other, the palms face down. As you begin to lower the hands to your heart height. Let's do that twice. And let this be a cultivation of our sense of connection to the floor. Big inhale. And to the sky, we exhale. One more time like that. Big inhale. The arms reach up. The gaze can lift. As you exhale, the arms begin to descend, creating a stronger sense of stability. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, let yourself fold, swan dive forward all the way down. The knees don't need to be straight as you begin. Crown of the head descends. As you inhale, find an elongated spine. That might mean that your hands need to go to the shins or fingers underneath the shoulders. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way back up. Big, big inhale. Bring fingers high. Exhale, bring the palms towards the heart. Twice like that. You can even close your eyes to do this. Inhale, reaching up, Urdhva Hastasana, getting long. Exhale, folding, Uttanasana. Flat back, inhale to lengthen. And exhale to fold. Inhale, last time, arms reaching up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Arms rise as you inhale. Folding as you exhale. Flat back as you inhale. Neck align with the spine. As you exhale, might bend the knees to step the left foot back. Place the left knee down. Inhale to reach the arms back up. Let the hands descend in a prayer. As the hands go all the way down towards the floor, plant the palms down, tuck the back toes. Inhale to lift the back knee up, strong in the left thigh. As you exhale, step into downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the heels and reach them forward as you find plank position. Strong plank, like a staff pose. Exhale to microbend the elbows and lower all the way down towards the floor. Some of you might need to send the knees down to lower slowly, and that's okay. Tops of the feet down. Hug the elbows in. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other as your shoulders move away from your ears. Smile through the collarbones. As you exhale, begin to find downward facing dog. Take a slow exhalation together. As you inhale, lift your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Let the right heel lift. As you exhale, bring the left knee towards the nose as you coil forward and step the left foot forward. Right knee down. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Even take your gaze up if that feels okay for you. As you exhale, hands move through the heart. Touch down the floor. Inhale to lift the back knee off the floor. Make the fingertips will need to be down. Exhale to step the right foot forward, meet the left foot. Flat back as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Rising all the way up as you inhale. Hands to the heart as you exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale, the arms reach up. Same variation, exhale, folding into Uttanasana. Lengthening as you inhale, flat back. Microbending the knees, stepping right foot back, right knee down as you exhale. Sweeping the arms all the way back and up, inhale. Exhale, hands descend all the way down. Lifting back knee as you inhale. Stepping back, downward facing dog as you exhale. Plank as you inhale. Lowering slowly as you exhale. Legs together, tops of the feet down. Inhale, press the hands down to find Cobra Bhujangasana. And as you exhale, find downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Right foot forward, slowly as you exhale. Left knee down. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands move through the center of the body before they go down. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, lift the back knee. Strong left quad. Exhale, step forward and fold once you're there. Halfway lift through the spine as you inhale. Folding back down as you exhale. Rising as you inhale. Palms to the heart as you exhale. As you inhale, the arms reach up, the heels begin to lift. As you exhale, begin to soften. Last time, inhale. And now see if you can keep the heels lifted as your hands begin to descend, the knees begin to bend. So here you really need to stay strong to the toes and through your conviction. As you lower all the way down, maybe you will need your hands down on the floor. See if you can send the knees very slowly down towards the floor. Lean forward, reach your arms alongside your ears and untag the toes. So this is a variation for chair. And here we tap into the element of fire as your arms keep reaching away, framing your ears. Your seat bones are reaching back. And we hold here for around 4 cycles of breath. Perhaps smiling to the ability to have all of these elements inside of you and sometimes awakened through our efforts. Inhale here. As you exhale, begin to send your palms towards the prayer. Lean further forward so that you can tag the toes on one foot of the other foot. And if you're able to sit onto your heels, please do so. If not, stay lifted. Now we will take the gaze over to the right shoulder, over to the right hand side. And the forearms are in a similar line. The thumbs will move towards left shoulder or the crease of the left armpit. Take a couple of breaths here. Come back to center with the thumbs, with the gaze. Gazing over to the left hand side, the thumbs over to the right. So we get the raise ready as well here. Just one more breath. Coming back to center as you inhale. And slowly begin to send the fingertips down. Lift the knees. Find a forward fold of your choice. Take a couple of breaths here as you let your body drape down over to the thighs. Halfway lift through the spine as you inhale. Folding back down as you exhale. Rising as you inhale. Palms to the heart as you exhale. Connecting to your toes. Imagine that they are like plungers that are suctioning onto the floor as you begin to inhale and extend the arms up, bend the knees. Hug the legs towards one another. Root down even firmer through the heels and radiate through the fingers and hands. So here we embrace the heat and the fire, and we take 2 breaths, which I always welcome. Audible sound breath really helps. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, dive into Uttanasana, forward fold. Flat back as you inhale. Exhale, step back into a plank position. Broaden through the shoulder blades. This is the distance we normally want between the hands and feet in downward facing dog. So now as you exhale, lift the sit bones all the way back and up into downward facing dog. We will invite the embracing of any of the elements that was the one most lacking in you. And as you next inhale, begin to lift the right leg up. If you're going for lightness and freedom, as the air, you can begin to move the leg and see if you can get lighter in your hands. If you would like to find stability, otherwise you can press more through the hands and root through the back foot. If it's fire, you can either extend the top leg or keep the knee bent as the thigh reaches a little further to embrace fire. Or you can find just very free, liquid, fluid movement. And now take 1 big inhale here. Reach the right leg up. And as you exhale, coil in. So hollow at your tummy and step the right foot forward towards the right thumb. As you inhale, come up onto your fingers and reach the arms all the way up. As you exhale, a grounding and clearing breath as the palms descend through the center channel. As you inhale, let the arms reach all the way back up, maybe taking the gaze higher. Exhale, hands all the way through center. One more time, inhale. The center of the heart lifts up. It's as if there was a string from the sternum helping you reach. Hands this time go all the way down. As you inhale, sway the right fingertips back and up. Keep your left thigh active, reaching up. As you exhale, create a half circle as the arm reaches forward and down, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. As you inhale, please find plank. And here you can take any variation, sending the heels forward, perhaps knees down. Hug the elbows in as you begin to lower the chest, the shoulders, maybe elbow level. And as you inhale, find any back bend of your choice. As you exhale, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Now it's the turn of the opposite leg. As you inhale, lift the left leg up. And now do anything that feels nice for you. Anything that you're down for. It can be anything that allows you to deeply connect to that element. Take a big inhale here, leg rises. As you exhale, round the spine, press the floor away, push away with hands as you step the left foot forward. Ground down through the back foot and front foot, inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, let the hands descend. Big inhale. Space around you. Big exhale. The heaven joins the earth as you settle into stillness. One more breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. This time the hands will continue to lower all the way down towards the floor. As you inhale, left arm circles back and up. And then all the way forward and down, downward facing dog. You can stay here, you can take child's pose or inhale to reach your crown of the head forward, hollow at the navel. Exhale, lower all the way down or halfway down. Strong in the legs, in the quads, you're reaching up towards the sky. And as you exhale, find downward facing dog, 5 cycles of breath here. Big inhale. And sigh out. 4 more breaths. Notice your inner alignment. How do you feel here? Is there anything that you could do to make it more sustainable for you, more stable? Last full deep breath. Big breath out. Soften the knees, lift the heels, bend the knees, either hop or lunge forward, 1 foot at a time. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up, gaze up. As you exhale, send the palms towards the heart. We'll begin by sending the right knee up towards the sky. And see if you can place the right foot on the left leg for tree pose. You can do so with the help of your hand. Now press the foot against the leg and the leg against the foot. Try to lengthen through the crown of the head. And now begin to send your gaze over the right shoulder, so in the same direction as the right knee. Press through the palms, let the forearms be in one line and send your thumbs towards the left shoulder. Take 3 cycles of breath here. Left foot presses down as your crown continues to ascend. Last full deep inhale here. Big exhale, begin to take your gaze forward. Bring palms down to center. Inhale, right knee reaches up. As you exhale, micro bend the left knee. Take your crown of the head forward as you step the right foot very gently back into crescent lunge. As you inhale, let the arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands descend to the center line. Now, as you inhale, reach the arms up, extend front leg. And as you exhale, the palms join in prayer. Bend the front knee, bend the back knee as if it wants to settle down on the floor. But it doesn't. Inhale, the arms reach back up. Extend the front leg. Exhale, soften. You can place the right knee down here if you need to. As you inhale, to send the crown of the head forward, extending the back leg if the right knee is not going down. As you exhale, hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Press the left foot down as the right heel reaches back. You can begin to press more generously through the left palm as you twist your torso open and your gaze goes upwards towards the sky. Take an in breath here. Firm through the right thigh, exhale. So imagine that you're lifting the right thigh up towards the ceiling and twisting your torso open at the same time. Big inhale. Big exhale, gaze down. Rising with the inhalation. And now bring the right heel in, left toe slightly out, arms wide in a T shape. Goddess pose. Let the hands be by the sides of the chest, in front of the armpits or so, palms face up. Now, the back palm will face up and the front palm will face down. As you exhale, push away with a little bit of resistance. And as you inhale, circle the arms in opposite directions until they come back to center. Palm switch, exhale. So finding fluidity in the movement, connecting to your breath, inhale. And as you exhale, press the arms away. Imagine that both arms are one now. And now inhale to lean your torso onto the back of the rib. And let your right arm move to the inside of the right leg. Right fingertips face down, left arm reaches up. So get long through the side of the body, get long through the neck. And let your sit bones descend a little bit. So here we definitely embrace the fire qualities. The right inner thigh press against the right arm against the right thigh. Take one last inhale. Gaze down, exhale. Inhale, peripheral vision. Exhale, toes in, arms back behind you. Either grab opposite forearm or interlace the fingers. Inhale, find space in your heart. Exhale, magnify the activation of the legs as you begin to fold forward. Feet pressing in opposite directions. Really strong pushing down of the feet as the arms reach back away from you. The crown of the head almost feels like an anchor that wants to go down, that wants to go to the surface of the floor. Inhale here. And big exhale here. Last full inhale. Now let your arms reach back towards the spine. Micro bend the elbows. Let your hands touch your bum. And then slide the hands all the way down through the legs, the urinary, the bladder line. And then slide the hands underneath your shoulders, find a halfway lift through the spine. And as you begin to exhale, bend the right knee or the back knee, and we will begin to walk the hands towards the back of the mat. So here, find a lunge position. Your left hand can go all the way down to the floor, or it can move onto a block. As you next inhale, reach your right arm up. 5 breaths here. So as you exhale, hollow out your belly and then twist. Maybe the arms will be in one line, and the left thigh wants to reach all the way up, so the muscles in that back leg stay super active. Inhale, big exhale. Last big inhale. Exhale, take your gaze down. Place your right hand down, up onto your fingers. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last time, lengthen. Press the feet away from each other as if you wanted to separate the seat bones apart. Exhale, fold. Now rise all the way up. Big inhale. Palms to heart, exhale. Shift your weight onto the right foot. Begin to lift the left knee up. So if you do the active version without the help of your hand, you will need to lift that leg as high up as it can, and then place the foot without the help of your hands. See if you can align the bent knee with the straight leg, crown of the head reaching up. And as you next exhale, only if you feel comfortable enough and steady enough, gaze over your left shoulder. The thumbs move over to the opposite armpit. The hands, the heels of the palms press against each other. So a peripheral drishti. It's as if you were gazing from the top of a mountain into the vast sky, where form meets a formless. Vrikshasana variation. And slowly begin to take your gaze back towards the front. Hands return towards the center of the chest. Left knee in front of you. Micro bend the right knee. Lean forward. And very gradually begin to extend your left leg as it steps onto the back of the mat. Big inhale to find that expansive chest, radiating and amplifying the energy through the hands and fingers. As you exhale, let yourself be cleared from the head all the way down through the heart. Inhale now, the arms and the leg extend. And as you exhale, bend both knees, so one almost goes down towards the floor. Inhale, reaching up, extending the front leg, getting long through the sides of the body. Exhale. The palms can be on a prayer or in the clearing position. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bending, back knee almost touching the floor. So this is definitely a thigh burner. If you need to send the left knee down here, please do so. Wherever you are, reach the crown of the head forward, extending the back leg if the left knee wasn't placed down. Now left elbow hooks on the outside of the right knee, if that's available, gaze down. Press to radiate the left heel back as you begin to twist. Maybe taking the gaze up. Right palm presses down. Hollow out your abdomen as you twist. Keep the left thigh active. Take 2 breaths here. It's as if your shoulder blades wanted to squeeze towards each other as you find more space in your heart center. Exhale to take your gaze down. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale to the side heels in, goddess. The hands to the sides. Inhale. Now the back arm will be the one that is in the front of your mat. As you exhale, invite gentle movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left arm to the inside of the leg, right arm reaching up. Taking 5 breaths here. So there are some qualities in ourselves that make us who we are. Some of them might be like the elements that we're saying. So we always want to develop a balance in all our qualities. Neither too much fierceness, neither too much lightness. Take one last full deep breath here. Take your gaze down as you exhale. Rise up as you inhale. Extend the legs to the ceiling as you exhale. Now inhale, hands behind your back, open the chest, hug the elbows in. As you exhale with a flat back, begin to massage the back of the legs all the way down. Either staying here in stillness for 5 cycles of breath or so, or you can hug the front of the shins close to the feet and perhaps invite movement. I like to bend one knee and gaze over to the extended leg and press the hands away. And you can find either fluidity, a sense of freedom, a sense of fieriness or fierceness. And take one last breath. Now hands release underneath your shoulders, inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, microbend the left knee, the front leg, and walk your hands towards the front. Right hand underneath your shoulders up. Left arm rises. See if you can gaze up with your right eye towards the left arm. Arms can be in a line or you can go a little freer, so you can take 5 breaths to do anything you need to do in this posture. Embracing the qualities of the element that you chose or that you know you need. As you exhale, take your gaze down, downward facing dog. As you inhale, find plank. And as you exhale, lower all the way down with a little bit of control if you can. Now begin to send the forearms to the front of the mat, so parallel to the front line of the mat. If your legs are a little wider, it gets a bit easier. If they're closer, it's harder. So choose the position of the legs that might feel better for you. And now begin to press through the forearms, keep the upper chest expansive as you direct your right arm back. Bend the right knee, see if you can either grab hold of the foot or the top of the foot from the inside, and then see if you can spin the fingertips towards the front. If you're unable to grab the foot, that's okay. You can do the active version by bringing the heel towards your right sitting bone. Take 2 cycles of breath. See if you can begin to almost square the shoulders. So your torso is still open towards the front. Take one last full deep breath here. And big exhale, let go of the foot, switch sides. So when your leg is further out, it's easier to gaze back towards the foot and reach towards it. But if this is too easy for you, the legs can always be hugging in. This is a lot of practice. We have the rest of our lives to practice. We don't need to do everything in one class. So the flexibility that is to be found starts in our minds, in our willingness to stay. And slowly begin to let go of the foot. Let your forehead now move towards the floor and your hands by the sides of the shoulders or chest. Bring your chin towards the floor, bend the knees, arms reach back to the sides of the body, and slowly begin to reach towards the foot. Grab the ankles, hug the legs in if you can, and now begin to lift the chin. Hug the shoulder blades towards one another and begin to lift the thighs of the floor as the front of the body expands. So 4 cycles of breath or so here. We breathe in and we feel the amplification of the front body. And as you exhale, see if you can get more stable in the pelvis, in the lower back. Take one more deep breath where your head is in neutral. As you exhale, the shoulders peel away, maybe the toes point back or up. And then slowly begin to descend. Forehead down, hands by the sides of the chest. Inhale, keeping the knees down, moving to a push-up. So push your torso away from the floor. Exhale, bring the knees towards each other. Reach the arms back behind you, child's pose, forehead down, palms face up. 3 cycles of breath here. Hands underneath the shoulders. Walk the hands slightly forward into a tabletop position. And as you inhale, extend the left leg back behind you. As you exhale, step left foot forward towards the left thumb. And now bring the hands to the inside of the left foot. You can toe heel the left foot out if you need or if you want to. And either bring the forearms down towards the floor or stay where you are. For an active version of lizard, you can extend the right leg and keep the right knee lifted. You can also press the floor away. Or you can stay in a more passive version, which is also okay, especially if you feel that you have a lot of tightness in your hips. It's really important to explore how the practice works for you on a daily basis. Take one last breath here. Big breath out, let the right knee go down. Start to rotate your torso over to the left, either placing the left hand on the inside of the left thigh or pressing the left thigh open. Begin to turn your torso to face the left thigh. And now if you want to, you can reach the left arm up and back, maybe taking the gaze back, perhaps bending the back knee, grabbing the ankle or the top of the foot or the shin, and taking a few cycles of breath here. To activate something really simple that we can do to engage to the muscles of the body. Here, the front heel can hug towards the center of the mat or towards the back knee, and the back knee towards the front. Take one last full deep inhale. As you exhale, begin to take your gaze down. Release the foot. Press the back toes on the floor. Toe heel the left foot slightly in. Left hand can move onto the left thigh first. If you need to place the right hand down on the floor, please do so now. Lift the right knee. Extend the left arm up. As you exhale, take your gaze down. Come up onto the right fingertips and reach the right fingertips as far forward as they can go. Bend the right knee and inhale to extend the right leg up as you twist your body over to the left. The right foot into an imaginary wall, so this is very active, left fingertips radiating upwards. If you would like to take the second variation, you can take your gaze down, micro bend the left knee, bend the right knee, place the right knee behind the left. Take your gaze over to the left and over towards that foot behind you. Grab the foot or the ankle if that's accessible. And then you can begin to extend the right thigh back. Your chest can be open towards the floor, or you can stay with a twisted position. Taking the left shoulder over the right. Your right hand can also be on a block. It's much easier than having the fingertips down. Take one last full deep inhale. Take a big exhale here. Taking your gaze slowly down, releasing the foot, micro-bending left knee, left arm reaches up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the right knee down, left hand to the inside of the left foot, and begin to walk your hands over towards your right hand side. Sitting on that right heel. If that's too much, you can lift up higher, place the top of the foot down. So choose a variation that works for you. Take 3 cycles of breath here. So the left foot is active, the left thigh is pressing back in an opening. Crown of the head is reaching up so that the back of the neck lengthens. And if you tend to have your chin forward, see if you can begin to feel more comfortable by having the back of the head align with the spine, if you can. Slowly send the hands down. We will switch feet, so now the left shin goes down, right toes out. Any of the variations that you did before. So there is always the reaching up, the trying to ascend. And sometimes if you're seated like this, you can always reach the sides of the body as if you really wanted to give yourself an upward lift. And slowly begin to send the hands down. Walk the hands towards the back of the room. This is something I forgot on the other side because I didn't have the blocks on that side, but if you have blocks, please use them in any position that you feel that they are needed. Forearms down or not. Left knee can be lifted or not. Lizard pose, so taking a few cycles of breath here. Always and our awareness is weaved through our breaths. So our breath is the main indicator of how deep we're taking the posture and whether we are in the right place or not. Taking the last full deep inhale. Big exhale, you can place the knee down. Right hand can touch down, left hand can get a little firmer. You can come up onto the left hand, your right hand can either go into the inner thigh and press it away or stay in a more neutral position. Reach the right arm up. Extend the fingertips towards the back of the room and see if you can invite that foot in, either reaching towards it or grabbing it. So it depends whether you're working on more active practices or passive, especially if you feel too much. Back up a little bit with the pelvis as you press the front heel back and the back knee forward. The gaze can move all the way up if that feels okay. If it feels strenuous for the neck, you can take the gaze down. Slowly begin to release the foot. Right hand finds support, left hand underneath the shoulder or so. Left knee lifts, right arm reaches up. So here is where you can take your gaze down, maybe take the hand towards the block and reach the hand as far forward or not, or the fingertips. As your next inhale, propel yourself up so the leg lifts up, finding your twist first. You can happily stay here or you can move towards the next variation. Gaze goes down if you're moving towards the next variation. Knees bent. Gaze towards the back foot. Grab it with your hand from the inside and then begin to send the leg away from you. So sometimes if there is tightness in the legs, the left knee will want to be lower and the right knee will want to be bent, and that's okay. But if not, we send it away. So you try to find expansion. Whether you are in the open chest down to the floor or in the more twisted position. Big breath in and big breath out. Begin to release the foot. Take your right arm up, extend the left leg, place the left toes down the floor and send your right hand to the inside of the right foot. Left hand by the side, left knee touches down, and now begin to walk the fingertips back as you extend the right leg. You can have blocks underneath your hands, or the palms can touch down. Your toes can be down or they can be up. So in every posture, yoga, apart from being a spiritual practice, is also a movement practice. And it's when we really get to see who we are, see how we are, and it takes us into a deep exploration of the many, many layers that form the self. So we always acknowledge how we feel, we respect and value our bodies and all the amazing things they do for us. Take a big inhale. So you can stay in this position for a little longer. If you would like one more challenge before we finish, you can begin to tuck the back toes, walk the hands forward, lift the back knee, bend the right knee, and reach your right arm as far forward as you can onto a block or onto the floor. And as you inhale, begin to extend the left arm up. Half moon pose. So here, do any shifts that you need so that you find steadiness. Option 1 is to stay here. When the gaze is down, you're connected to the grounding effect of the earth. Maybe micro-bending the right knee and see if you can reach back towards the left foot. If you're able to hold it, you can either squeeze it towards the left sitting bone or you can send it away. And take 3 breaths wherever you choose to be. Gazing up gets a little harder sometimes, but if you would like to gaze up, beginning to take the gaze all the way up towards the sky very gradually. Last big breath in. Big breath out, take the gaze down, micro-bend the right knee, let go of the left foot. And see if you can slowly step the left foot back. Let the left hand touch down, left knee touches down. Move back towards that straight leg position and see if from one movement you can send the hands to the sides and then lift and switch onto the other side. So you're on the front of the mat, left leg is extended. Taking a few cycles of breath here, adjusting your stance if you need. And sometimes you can really concentrate on pressing through the left heel and sending the sit bones back. And even if the front knee micro bends is okay, so you are doing a more muscularly active posture, sometimes you will focus more on extending through the chest and finding more of an arch spine. And sometimes you might just want to curl in and round, and that's okay too. There is no right and wrong, so please feel free to explore in the comfort of your home in a way that feels good. Bend the left knee, walk the hands forward, left hand as far forward as you can, and then reach up. Right leg, right arm. Either staying here or moving towards the next variation. A thigh moving away. So we watch anything that arises. Last full deep breath in. Big breath out, begin to let go of the right foot. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back. Right hand down, left hand down. Bend the left knee, lift the left foot, moving towards pigeon, sending the left foot over to the right hand side of your mat, maybe the left knee towards the left. Right knee down, perhaps propping your left sit bone with a block. Hands underneath the shoulders or so, or by the sides of the legs as you inhale and find space in your chest. Any modification of pigeon here is fine. If it doesn't help your knee, please find a reclined pigeon. Pressing the fingers down on the floor. If you would like to take the active variation, press front knee towards the back knee as you almost lift the pelvis of the floor. So there's a big squeeze. If you want to take a more relaxed variation, in that case, get soft in your body, adjust as you need, and then begin to fold. So folding to any depth that allows your breath to still be easy, effortless. Press through the hands, begin to walk the hands back one at a time. And lean over to the left. You can reach the right arm back, similar to the Ardha Vipassana variation that you did before. Either hugging the foot, bringing it in, perhaps then working on squaring of the hips, letting your torso face the front, either staying here or letting the foot to be wrapped with the crease of the elbow. Opposite arm can reach up, unless you feel that you're losing your balance. To do so, don't lose your balance to do anything. 2 breaths. And even though here you have an expansive chest, have the action of hollowing at your back as if you were wanting to squeeze the abdominal organs in. As you next exhale, let your left hand touch down, release the back foot, hand touches down, lean onto the left, and come up to a seated position, legs wide apart. And then leaning onto the right hand side, onto the back of the mat, bend the right knee. And here, the closer your foot is to the groin, the more accessible it gets, the more your shin is parallel to the front, you challenge yourself more, so choosing accordingly. Breathing in. And begin to breathe out as your hands descend. Breaking free from any ideas of how you think this posture should look like, and embracing how it feels like for you, and how you can make the sensations become a tool for your heightened awareness and heightened connectedness to yourself and to your own unique needs. Hands begin to walk back. Lengthen up through the chest. And you can lean over to the right hand side if you would like to do a variation when you reach back, either hugging the foot towards you in an active version, or as you did before, perhaps hugging the leg in. You can either stay here. For some of you, it might be possible to hook the foot around the elbow. Either stay here or allowing the torso to become puffed up towards the front. Perhaps the right arm will reach back. You can clasp the fingers as in Ganesha Mudra. Take the last full breath. Exhale. Release the top hand down if it was up. Release the foot. Lean over to the right hand side. Extend both your legs. Inhaling here. And exhaling with the feet active, so toes pointing up. Create an arch spine, and then the hands can begin to walk forward. The heels can press down and in towards you, and you might sense that activation in the legs. I will share different practices for you to tap into flexibility. But today, let it be whatever it needs to be. You can go to your depth in a conscious way. Last full inhale. Last full exhale. Hands begin to walk back. Inhale. Now, with the help of your hands, bend the knees. Set the feet towards the back of the mat. Palms face each other. Begin to lean back. Let the legs reach in front of you. Either knees bend, toes can stay down if this is too much, or you can extend the legs. Just for a count of 5 here. So embracing fire and heat for the last cycles of breath. And now see if you can begin to very slowly lower all the way down towards the floor. Hug the knees into the chest, and now begin to create circles with the knees outwards and forwards. And do so a couple of times. And then you can begin to reverse that. So the legs go out into the chest and away. When we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves, our views, our perception. So we relinquish any need to now alter anything in our landscape, in our internal world, as we begin to enter into a deep space of relaxation. Shavasana. reconnecting to the feeling of your body, the gravity that roots you down. Beginning to feel once again the movement of breath representing air and space. The blood that runs through your veins, giving life to all parts of your body. And the energetic rivers inside our bodies that allow us to be healthy. The fire in our digestive system that allows food to become nourishment, sustenance. And the earth that always holds us. Beginning to create micro movements in your toes, in your fingertips. Taking a stretch, reaching the arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, flipping the palms up and away from the crown of the head. Softening the arms, bending the knees, planting the soles of the feet on the earth again. And rolling over to the right hand side. And gently begin to make your way up towards the seated position. Palms in prayer. We'll guide the thumbs above the space in between the eyebrows. Let them hover in there as we call in clarity in our minds as a clear blue sky. The thumbs towards our lips as we remain positive and kind in our words. And the thumbs to our hearts, bowing down, recognizing our sense of connectedness to nature, to the elements, and to all that is. Namaste.